Hey, it's Joy. I've got big feelings about little things, and I want to talk about it. Oh yeah, I'm mad about it. And the fact that everyone else is not up in arms about it is a big part of the problem. Oh, I bawled my eyes out, like I always do. It was the sweetest thing. Oh, it was the cutest thing. It was the funniest thing. Thanks for being here. Let's go. Hey, thanks for being here. I'm Joy. I'm having big feelings about strangers this week. I have a lot of feelings about strangers, mostly annoyance, but this week my feelings are very, very, very warm about the kindness of strangers. So a girlfriend of mine and I, she and I, you know how you kind of have like different friends that fill different roles in your life. She's my adventure friend. She's my YOLO friend. You know, if I'm like, okay, I got a crazy hair. You think you want to go just like hop a plane and go do this or go do that? Or do you want to try this? Or do you want to check this out? And I do the same thing for her. We just, sometimes we're like, you know what? Why not? You only live once. Let's just spend all the money in the bank account and we'll worry about it next month. She and I, you know, at the end of last year, just like, okay, I'm done with this year. Kind of need a better vibe for next year. What if we started it off with an adventure? So we decided we're going to fly out on New Year's Day. We're going to go to New York and we're just going to look at the Christmas stuff that's still up. We're going to bundle up and we're going to like walk around, breathe in the air, exhaust and all. And we're just going to like get our energy up and we're going to start the new year on a positive note. So we made that plan. It was such a great time. Just a side note, you will hear me talk a lot about New York at Christmas. It is one of my absolute favorite things that exist. And listen, I thought I was so smart. It's like, hey, all the crowds are going to be gone because Christmas is over. Wrong. But it was a delight. It was so fun. Everything was still up. It was cold. It was a lot of fun. And the pressure was off because actual Christmas was over. So all the family obligations were done and we were just free to like go roam the streets. Of course, we saw a show. It was a delight. We had a great time. But while we were there, okay, another little background for you. So another one of my friends is way, way, way too cool for me to be friends with. But don't tell her that. I'm going to keep her around. She's awesome. She lives in New York City, has for her a whole adult life. She's an actor and she does all kinds of other things. There's a ton to her, but she's an actor and a producer and she does all kinds of web work and I don't know, it's above my head. She's editing stuff and writing stuff and producing stuff. And she's just one of the coolest, funniest, smartest, most creative people I've ever met. We met as kids. So that's kind of how we maintained a friendship through adulthood. We actually hadn't seen each other in a really long time and reconnected as adults. And now I'm just like, yeah, I'm here. You can't get rid of me. So accept it. But she's such a delight. And we had been chatting back and forth about me coming to visit and, you know, hey, if we're in town, can we have a drink or something? It actually turned out she was going to be on vacation and she kindly offered me her apartment to stay in. Now, if you've ever stayed in any hotel ever in your life, you know that's saving me some money. If you've ever been to New York City, you know that was saving me a lot of money. And if you can even fathom that I got to stay in a building where there was a doorman and be like blocks away from all the things that I wanted to do. I mean, it was such a treat. It was like, you're cool, but you're like amazing right now. So YOLO and I hop a plane. We go to New York. We get to the apartment. We kind of unpack. She stays in the guest room. I stay in the bedroom and we're, you know, doing our thing. We're going, we're eating, or we're walking, or we're this and we're that. And we made a plan to go see a show that night. And so I'm in my friend's bedroom getting ready. And I had my outfit ready. I was wearing just like a matching little knit outfit, a long sleeve black top and a matching pant. A matching pant. I've learned you're supposed to just say the one pant instead of pants. So I had the matching pant ready. And I was, putting on my eyelashes and I'm curling because, my gosh, we're going to the show. We're going to the show in New York City, and you never know. You never know who's going to be at that show. You gotta be ready, right? And I'm sitting there in her like very cutely decorated, very minimalistic, she doesn't have any clutter around like I do. It's just like this beautiful setup. And something catches my eye on the wall. It's a hat. She's got a little setup for the hats that she owns. So they're just hanging up on the wall. And I, out of the corner of my eye, am like, that hat is adorable. It is a fluffy white bucket hat. For some reason, it makes me think of like a really stylish Russian would wear that, which is the highest compliment I can think to give. And I was like, that's so cute. I love that hat. I continue putting on my eyelashes. I'm like, there's not many good things about having a big head, which I do. But one of them is you typically look good in hats because you can kind of fill it out and it frames you nicely. And I was like, well, wouldn't that be cute if I had a hat like that? She's not using it tonight. I'll just ask. So I text and wait, did I put it on? I think I put it on. Or maybe I just took a picture of it. I'm not sure. I was just like, can I borrow? Smiley face emoticon with the heart eyes. And of course, this gorgeous, gracious, generous person was like, of course. Of course. Why would you even ask? Please. So I put on my knit outfit. I finished my makeup. I curl all my hair. I put the bucket hat on. And obviously I do a little photo shoot, little selfie photo shoot. I'll post it on my Instagram so you can see the hat. I think it's gorgeous. And that was my photo shoot right there. And so I'm like, hey, YOLO, FYI, I'm wearing the hat, And so we go to the show. It is the exact show we need. If you are a show person, or heck, we'll talk about movies and TV. What if you are in or appreciate art in any kind of way? You know what I mean when you say at that moment in time, that was the exact show I needed to see. And it was the exact show she needed to see. And it was such a fun time. And it was like kind of elevated a little bit because I was like, oh, we're just here in New York. I'm at my friend's apartment, MBD. Let me borrow her hat. Whatevs. Like we're just in New York to start the year. No big. And so we get there, take my hat off, put, getting my coat off, getting comfortable for the show. We watch the show. It's perfect. It's just literally perfect for what we need. We had an amazing time. And so I get up. We're getting ready to leave. If you've ever lived anywhere cold, you know what it's like to try to manage the coat, the hat, the gloves, the bag, the phone if it's out, the playbill, that I had a drink probably. I'm gathering up everything in my entire life and it's just spilling over. I'm like, I'll just run to the restroom and I'll get settled there. And then we can head out and, figure out what we're going to do. Go eat something, have a drink, whatever. So I sneak off, find my way to the restroom, hang the coat up on the back, all the things. And I go to grab the hat to put it in a safe place while I go to the restroom. And it's not there. And I'm giving you a pregnant pause to soak that in. There was not one nanosecond of a pause in my life. I ripped everything up. I slammed that door to the stall back open and I ran out and I made eye contact with Yolo and I said, "The hat's gone." And she was quick on the draw, man. She reacted immediately to my panic. Can you imagine how panicked I was? Because number one, the hat's gone. And number two, if it exists anymore, which it doesn't, it's gone into the universe. It is lost forever. And someone else is taking their photos in the new hat that they just got at the theater. It's gone. But if in any world it does exist, it is being trampled on the floor of a Broadway theater by 80,000 dirty feet. And I can't live like that. I can't lose this friendship over this hat. And I'm devastated because I want to be able to borrow nice things. I can't borrow anything from my sister because every time I borrow her sunglasses, I stretch them out and she can't wear them anymore. And she brings it up frequently. So we're back to the big head again, but I mean, it's a consistent theme. So I'm utterly devastated at how irresponsible I am and crushed for my friend. What if that's a hard hat to find? I have no idea. So I say to Yolo, "Hey, the hat's gone." She immediately turns and we both run back into the theater. And you know what I see? I see that hat lovingly and gently placed on the edge of a trash can, propped up next to the wall. Safe, clean, sound, waiting for me. So my heart rate went from probably like 165 to normal range in an instant. And immediately after that, I said a prayer of thanks and blessing for this gorgeous, generous, kind woman, and I know it was a woman, that found my hat and made a way for me to find it again. And I'll never know who that was. But when I tell you, I sincerely prayed that she would be blessed tenfold for her kindness, please know that is true. And I'm praying for her again as I'm retelling this story. I hope we meet one day. I'm gonna put it on my vision board that we meet, and I can thank you in person. What a delight! She paid it forward, and I hope she is blessed tenfold. And Karis, I hope you'll let me borrow something again one day. So I've had a lot of little circumstances like that where someone that I'll never know or I'll never see has done a little kindness for me. You know, about 10 years ago, there was this whole thing where it would be like, I'm going to pay for the person in line behind me at Starbucks. I'm going to pay it forward. But honestly, if someone does a kindness for you like that, pray a blessing on them. Pray that they will be returned tenfold. And then let's try to look for an opportunity to save not just a hat, but a friendship. And how would you even know that? She has no idea that's what she did. But I'm so blessed. Thank you, friend. Thank you, friend. I can't wait to meet you. And thank you for saving my hat. It's not actually my hat, but you follow me.
Thanks for listening to Little Things, Big Feelings with Joy Delaney. I'm James, the producer, editor, director, and executive producer. Follow Joy on socials at Joy Delaney Cox on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok.
Honestly, forget TikTok. I don't even know how to use it anyway.
You don't know how to use it anyway.
James?
Follow Joy on socials at Joy Delaney Cox on Instagram and Facebook. See you next week.